Nick, we're gonna start with you just because I know that you're kind of on a time limit.
Which sucks.
So, but yeah, we're gonna start with you. What are your 5 E3 predictions?
Yeah, so my first one is that Boss Rush will also get checkered thongs on the store.
Ooh, yeah, I can make that happen.
I'm working on it, but it has to be a different store. So we might have an adults only store.
Right, Boss Rush After Dark.
Yeah,
that's the website.
Yeah,
powered by Storillas.
Yeah, we got at night for the kiddos that can stay up past bedtime, and then we got After Dark for the folks that need the adult content.
Good.
Wow,
That would be a perfect space for us to get the assless chaps in.
wow,
that's
what I'm saying. Genius.
See, you get WASD on the show, and it just derails the entire time. That's the problem we got here. No, okay. So my first prediction is that we're gonna get more Infinite, more Halo Infinite. That team has been plugging away. I know. At this game, they've been revising it ever since they showed it off. With the wonky facial animations for that main pilot we saw. Because watching his face move when they first showed it off, I was like, "What? This isn't Looney Tunes, man! Like, this is weird to me." And then the Brute looked like Harambe, and I was like,
Craig
Yeah.
the Brute.
Take it easy, buddy. But no, so I'm thinking that team 343 is really gonna shine during that conference. But looking at the Microsoft conference, I kind of a side note, that's gonna be a packed show.
Yeah,
Bethesda and Microsoft. Bethesda alone usually gets an hour and a half, 2 hour conference.
What do you
so
I have thoughts on Bethesda, but I mean let's see. They're probably going to deep dive into Starfield, right? They're probably going to.
They have to.
I think they're gonna probably talk a little bit about their Indiana Jones project.
Yep.
And I think they're gonna announce Wolfenstein 3, for sure.
I think Wolfenstein 3 is a year away from even getting teased.
You think so?
I think it is. Because I think Bethesda's in a weird spot where they have to be overly careful with everything post Fallout 76. I know nobody wants that again. So I think Todd Howard and the team have to be a little bit more cautious of that. And I think Phil Spencer is also going to put the brakes on them a little bit more of saying, hey, don't talk about Elder Scrolls 6. Don't talk about this until you have an actual idea of what this game is. Don't start getting false ideas in people's heads. I think Bethesda's a year away from Wolfenstein 3. Because I also think Prey 2 is coming as well.
I do as well.
And I think that's a year away again. I think those are both for next year.
So I think Starfield is a main hitter for Bethesda this year. I think that because again, with 76, they have to hit it out of the park. If they don't, and with Microsoft going, you now have our money. You're not just throwing your money out the door. You're also throwing our money out the door if you screw this up. Do not screw this up. Let's you know what you need to do, and we know what you need to do. Okay, so there's that. But I think we will get a teaser of some sorts. Maybe not for Wolfenstein, but I'm really thinking they already teased Elder Scrolls 6. So to me, that tells me they have been plugging away at it, and they might have at least engine footage to show of it. In-engine footage. At least a little bit, possibly.
What if it's Skyrim remaster for Xbox Series
I
X?
will throw myself off a cliff. I'm not advertising that anybody else should. I will alone do it. Do not follow me.
What if they give you Master Chief armor as an exclusive?
God.
I will go to Bethesda Studios and I will slap Todd Howard in his face. I will challenge him to a gentleman's duel. I'll grab a white glove and I'll slap him in the face with it. But no, Starfield. Here's another thing about Starfield. If they can hit Starfield and it's a home run, you have now just put crank on Star Citizen. Because if they can... So Star Citizen right now is cornering that market of space, exploration and adventure and action and shooting and just ships in general. If Bethesda goes, okay, cool, that game is never going to be released. Here's our game that is fully released and finished, and we promise it's not 76. Cool. But I don't think the main difference there is Star Citizen's online. I don't think Starfield is going to be online. So, but I think it will just for the Star Citizen developers see how a game could be because they're hitting some nails on the head for sure, but they are so far behind. And for them to see how Starfield's going to be, I think that'll be good. And I think it'll add some pressure to them. So more good than not, I think.
If you had to guess, when do you think Starfield's coming out?
I'd say holiday.
Holiday or early next year.
Depending on how close it is, because I mean, it seems like Starfield's the focus right now for Bethesda as well as Microsoft.
Right.
It seems like it is because they quickly put the brakes on it coming to any other console. They quickly put the brakes on that. And there was a little bit more news that trickled out about Starfield, but then it's been kind of quiet. So I would say holiday, if not first quarter next year.
Absolutely.
Well,
absolutely, without a doubt.
I think it also depends on, what some other companies are doing. I feel like, I feel like if something like, I know that if Halo's coming out this holiday, right? Like, I think we all think it is.
I thought it was next year.
Yeah, it's next year.
Halo? No, they're pushing 2021 because it's the 20th anniversary of Halo. The rumor is November.
They just came out and said.
Yeah, I thought
let's try.
I'm gonna look it up. Infinite.
Yeah, I would hope so.
It already got delayed to 2022.
It says holiday 2021 on the Xbox website.
Okay, so are we taking bets for if this is getting delayed?
It's gonna get delayed again.
Just like God of War.
Well, my thing is if let's just say Halo's coming out. Let's just say Halo's coming out in November of 2021. Starfield will either have to come out in September or the first quarter of 2022 because I don't think they want to.
They're not going to want to go up against Forbidden West, and that's what they're going to run into if they do it in September. If you wait till the spring, I think that there's an Insomniac game coming in the spring. So, man, it's tough. I would do February if it were me with Starfield.
Yeah,
that's safe.
Which is, I think, is the rumor right now is February. Yeah. Which we actually talked about on Tower Casuals that might cannibalize Destiny might be wanting to look to move their release date for Witch Queen because you don't want two space RPGs coming out at the same time.
Especially not something like Bethesda releasing like a new IP.
Right.
Like, Bethesda goes, here's our new IP. Regardless of how 76 went, and people can go, I'm not buying it. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. You're going to buy it. It's a new Bethesda game. I said that about Fallout 4. Fallout New Vegas was great. Fallout 3 was okay. This was okay. I don't know if I'm going to get... I got to wait for Fallout 4. I got to see the reviews. Man, I stood in line and I got it. Okay? Like, everybody does it. So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Plus, I think, like, it being on Game Pass is going to be a huge thing for them, too. Like, you're going to have, like, 40 million people playing this game.
Did they announce that's coming right to Game Pass?
It is. All Bethesda games are coming day and date as well. So.
Wow. They're killing the market right then and there then.
Yeah.
Now here's my question. Is that just Xbox Game Pass or is that
no, it's
everybody's
PC as
Game
well.
Pass? Okay, good, because I'm a little salty about MLB The Show 21 not being on PC Game Pass.
That was an MLB decision. So you should.
Yeah, I know.
You should talk to your Major League Baseball representative in where you live, Virginia. There's no Virginia teams, is there? No.
No. Every year we get closer and closer to getting our Norfolk team into the league, and something happens.
I mean, MLB can expand right now, but that's a whole other debate.
Sounds like Anyways, Nick.
Yes.
Halo. You said Halo.
Yes, sir.
What do you want from Halo Infinite? What do you want from a new Halo game?
Not to be Halo 5.
Oh, but Halo 5 was so fun. It was so good.
The story was fun.
No, the story was awful. The gameplay was awesome.
I liked the story. That's what I liked about it. Everyone else hated it.
I played through that game 4 times, and I still have no idea what's happening.
So, for the multiplayer, I don't want any loadouts. I don't like that. I don't like the whole perk system type thing they did. It felt like Call of Duty to me. When I started playing it, I was like, wow, this is not Halo. I don't need perks. Like, I don't need to be able to add a jetpack or to sprint or to do this and that. I'm trying to remember all the perks, but, like, I didn't need that in a Halo game. I just needed to be Halo. I would like to be able to sprint without having a perk. Let me sprint. I'm the Master Chief. I'm a Spartan.
Well, I think
I
in
can sprint.
4 and 5 you could sprint without a perk.
I thought those are the ones that introduced the perk. Because 3,
Reach
you were
introduced the sprinting as a perk.
Okay. I thought it carried over.
4 you could sprint without a perk because I played the crap out of 4. 4 is my favorite Halo game. That probably murders some people's
souls. I like
souls.
2. I think 2 is my favorite.
A little bit, yeah.
But
2's the best. Let's not even argue that.
I would argue that, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
Being that this Halo is also going to be on the next gen, I want to get the same feeling I got loading up Halo 3 or 4 on my console when I first put it into the console. I want that feeling again where it's like, oh my god, like this is pushing it to me. Like looking at Halo back then, like even just loading it up going, wow, look at this game. Like it's beautiful, it's vibrant, and when it gets dark, it's gritty, and that looks beautiful and not vibrant, but it's just beautiful in the dark as well. So when I load this Halo up, I really want it to shine. I want it to be polished. I want the story to be insane, but I want it to not go off the rails. And I don't want to play as anyone else but Chief. I don't want to do that. I want to stay as Chief and play through Chief. And I'm really curious where they're taking the story now too. So, but I want a more competitive online as well, like more in the vein of arena shooters. How Halo kind of started. Yeah, that's what I want from this game.
Yeah, I would like to see a return to like Halo 3-ish arena
gameplay. Yeah, absolutely. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. All right. What's your next prediction?
Yeah. So, I think that at this E3 we're going to get a movie trailer for Borderlands. It's just so they just teased the cast photos of them in like silhouetted. So I think we're gonna see something along the lines of a Borderlands movie trailer, at least like a voiceover from Jack Black as Claptrap, or I'm really thinking because Gearbox is there.
Yeah.
And what better way to really kick off E3 and to really like go, hey, movies and gaming, TV shows and gaming are starting to develop and do well now. We're not getting the Super Mario movie anymore. We're getting like The Witcher, and they're working on The Last of Us right now for HBO. Like it's being taken serious.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
The Super Mario movie?
What?
Like the one from like the 90s, the early 90s one. Like he's talking about quality.
Anthony Hopkins and John Leguizamo.
You've never seen the Super Mario movie?
No. I saw that one. Wait, we talking about the old? No. Wait, is there a new one coming?
Yeah, there's an animated one.
Oh, animated. Okay.
I thought it was the same style as Sonic.
No, it's a fully animated one. It's the team that did Minions or Despicable Me and like Ice Age and stuff.
Are they doing the Minecraft movie too?
Yeah, supposedly. But that Minecraft
that's
movie
Steve
is
Carell is Minecraft Steve, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should ask this on Palblock's Discord. I need to know, why is Nintendo trying with a Mario movie? Why?
Because Mario's their biggest IP.
Mario ain't that damn big that they think an animated movie is going to work.
Listen, I think if they were to do anything, I think they should get in with HBO, Netflix, or Hulu, or no, not Hulu. Take that back. Amazon. Give me a Zelda show.
I would say a Metroid show.
Metroid,
cool.
Yes,
but those could both be adult shows. They don't have to be for kids.
Yeah,
right.
They could be at least TV 14.
Side tangent. Side tangent. Zelda show. Okay. Zelda show would be cool. And I actually like if I was to do a Zelda show, it would not revolve around Link at all.
No, absolutely not.
It would revolve around Zelda and it would be like a political drama and like the overthrowing of the kingdom and like Ganon and his army of thieves would overthrow the
Game of Thrones almost.
So basically, Game of Thrones is Legend of Zelda.
I don't know. I never watched an episode of Game of Thrones, and
I have not either. I've read the book though. Sorry.
But I would love that, and then like Link is in like the last episode for like 10 minutes.
The only problem, I like the idea. The only problem I have with that though is that what age of Zelda are they going to put it in? Because isn't there like 4 distinct ages that the Legend of Zelda game series?
I can whip out the timeline if you would like me to, Laurent.
Can you just ship me the book and I'll read it and then send it back to you?
Here, the boss. You got the boss man up. He's looking for it.
Yeah.
LaRon.
He's got the Hyrulean Encyclopedia. Yeah, he does. See, I want that, but
Dude, go to Borders. Barnes and Noble. Barnes and Noble, dude. $20.
It's $20.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that at the Barnes and Noble for like $20, dude.
What?
That book you're holding in your hand.
Yeah, I got it for like 21 on Amazon.
LaRon's like, you sons of bitches.
Timeline right here, LaRon.
I mean, I'm not absolutely into the Legend of Zelda like that. Now, if they do something like that for the Metroid universe, hell yes. You see, I'm a sci-fi nerd. Like fantasy does not always ring the bells for me.
I gotta tell you, man.
Yeah, but seriously though, like there's so much Mario content out there, and animated series just does not. No,
I want an adult Mario movie. You can make that adult. This dude's just tripping.
Actually, you know what they do though? Instead of taking place in the regular like Mushroom Kingdom where almost all these shenanigans happen, they need to have it take place in like the scenarios of like the first Mario and Luigi where they're in like the what was that kingdom where the plant people are. Like either that kingdom or they need to just go completely flip it on
people.
Oh god. See, I just got
Toad?
No. There was the first Mario and Luigi game. They went to a different kingdom. And basically, like the people were mainly based off of plants, not like the toads or mushrooms. Like we got plants because like there was like the prince's name. The prince's name was like Prince Peasley or something like that. Like it was all like whimsically plant stuff. Either do that or I don't know because like Mario doesn't move that needle for me. Like you need to get Ed on the show if you want to talk about Mario stuff. Like
we have a show for that. It's called Nintendo Power Block. You can find it live every Monday night and on podcast services on Wednesdays.
But my point is Nintendo would just be wasting their time throwing energy towards a Super Mario anything that's not a video game because in my opinion, I feel like with the 7 trillion Super Mario titles that are out there, across different platforms, including mobile, I feel like they beat this horse to death.
I do as well, for sure. So.
All right.
Borderlands movie for sure.
Yeah.
I really think that's what we're getting. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it because, I mean, what Gearbox... The rumor is they have like a Tiny Tina spinoff, right? Is the rumor right now. And then probably a second season pass for Borderlands 3, I'm assuming, because they did 2 or 3 for Borderlands 2, so I don't see why they wouldn't just do 3. But yeah, I mean, I think the Borderlands movie would be probably the other thing that they have, right? So
that's what I would think.
You think that movie's going to be good?
Yes and no. So with the cast they got, it seems like that cast could work well together. And if the movie itself is going to be shit, the cast alone could make it redeemable by the chemistry that they offer each other. Especially Jack Black as Claptrap, which I found odd because why did you not use the original voice actor for that? It seems like a clout thing to me.
Yeah, well, no, the original voice actor for Claptrap got in a huge fight with Randy Pitchford, so that's probably why he's not there.
That's that too, yes.
They recast Claptrap for
that
Borderlands 3.
That movie would be a 3 on the IGN scale, but the cast will make it a 5.
I mean, that's
right.
I feel like the movie is gonna like devolve into a shit show, just like the Jumanji movies did.
Yeah, just like Jumanji, just like Assassin's Creed. I mean, we can go on.
Yeah.
Hey, Jumanji was good.
The cue, though. I'm really hoping the studio takes the cue from like The Witcher and what The Last of Us show is about to be. But like, I can see where a Borderlands movie could go off the rails, and it's like, dude, you've lost me. Like now, this is just stupid.
But I do.
Yeah, sorry.
No. I was just about to say I do agree with you, Nick. Though this might be the year we actually see more like licensed movies stuff. Making appearances on these digital stages like E3 and stuff like that. I mean, it's video games in this decade, it seems like video games are actually realizing their crossover potential. We've got two upcoming Resident Evil series coming out.
Yeah, animated and live action.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's your next prediction?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I think I butchered that word real bad.
Yeah. So for the Xbox side of things, which I've kind of stayed on Xbox, but I'm really thinking we're going to get a new update for the Series X and S. I think that'll be a nice little system update, either some UI. So there tends to be at the E3. And I'm thinking they're going to talk about availability, right? Because that's one of the things that everyone's sitting here going, when can I get an Xbox Series X? More so, when can I get a PS5? And I understand that, but they're not there. So Xbox has the main floor to go, listen, we are cranking these out. Expect these to be in stores now, X day, right? Or X month. You could go to the store and not worry. Mm-hmm. So I'm expecting them to kind of talk about production a little bit, because obviously there's certain things they can't get into. But so new updates for the Xbox and production, hopefully, a timeline of when can we get these in our hands. What are you? And I would like to know on the Microsoft side of things, what are you? It's not easy, but what are you gonna do about scalpers? Because this is getting ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I've been trying to get a PS5 since the launch. It's been almost a year. Right?
No, it hasn't been that long.
It's been it's been like 7 or 8 months.
6 months.
Yeah, so half a year. But I've never. The Wii was the last time I had a problem getting a console. What was the Nintendo Wii?
I think the problem is, and it's not so much on Microsoft or Sony in this case, and even Nintendo to a certain extent.
Yeah.
When it comes to scalpers, it's actually, I think the main problem is on the retailers, because I mean,
Absolutely.
like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, they do direct sales. Well, actually, I don't think Nintendo does direct sales. Like, you go to their website to look for a Switch or actually, they don't have DSs. Actually, the 3DS is completely done now, right?
Yeah. They haven't discontinued them, but officially. But I mean,
but if I'm not mistaken, though, when you go to the website and you go to purchase one, they actually direct you to retailers. Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft do some direct sales, but it's not really massive, going to Best Buy or Amazon, stuff like that. So basically what needs to happen is we need to put this on the retailers. They need to do a better checks and balances system for how people are able to buy these things. For example, you can't purchase more than 2 units per household. And I'm being nice saying 2 units per household.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you can't purchase more than 2 units per household. You can't be using IP spoofers and stuff like that. So basically, if someone is running bots, for example, to get this stuff, they're able to see that it's all being auto generated way too quickly. For example, my house, my router, it allocates a different IP address per system that's on there, whether it's a computer system, a tablet, laptop, anything like that. There should be better ways to sniff this stuff out and find out, if this stuff is coming in too fast on the system, they should be able to say that this is not legit and it's not on the level and stuff like that. And I'm not saying directly block those, but actually put more scrutiny on those. For example, if a bot's rapid firing off credit card numbers, addresses, all this stuff, that's when you start throwing the captcha system in for every single inquiry. So hey, you put in your cart, boom. Who are you? Once you put your name in, you have a captcha.
Yeah.
Once you get past that, payment info, boom, another captcha. Shipping information, another captcha. This is not. I'm saying it's not hard, but I'm pretty sure that these companies have all these loss prevention companies to combat internal theft and stuff like that. They also need to launch loss prevention protocols and stuff to help keep from defrauding their actual customers, things like that. That's all I'm going to say. At this point, I think it's actually on some of these retailers. And there's somebody sliding their hands across themselves and stuff like that, because it's hitting their bottom line, and it's making it's keeping them in the black for a year and stuff like that. But ultimately, you're gonna risk actually having tangible, credible sales, because
absolutely.
people are going to get tired of like coming to your store to buy your stuff if they can't always get the one thing that they want.
Do you think, continuing on this, do you think there's anything that Microsoft and Sony can do to like kind of put these retailers in check? Like, listen, like our product, you need to do this. If you're not going to do this,
isn't Xbox doing the Insider program thing where you can sign up to be notified first if you're in the Insider program, which is nice, I guess. But if you're in the Insider program, I bet most of those people already have one. So,
yeah, what companies like Microsoft, Sony, and even Nintendo need to do is they need to start doing this. They need to start turning around saying, "Hey, Amazon, this week we're gonna give you 100 units to sell to your customers." And then what they do is they monitor like what's getting sold versus what's getting activated at the time. And then they're like, 80% of this allocation, went to people who aren't even using these systems, stuff like that and things like that. And they can turn around and say, hey, like we noticed, we sent you X amount of this shipment. You sold through it pretty fast, but guess what? Like there was no credible numbers for actual activations of the system. These systems weren't turned on as quickly as they were purchased, which means that you sold merchandise to people who are actually trying to get over on us and make more money off of our product and stuff like that. And then they can start putting the squeeze on, like, listen, you have to do a better job of QAing like your actual consumers, or we will start decreasing the amount of shipment you guys get. And if they do it to Amazon, if they do it to GameStop, if they do it to Walmart, if they do it to Target, if they do it to B&H Video, all them places and stuff like that, I guarantee you, we're not going to see like a complete and total stop to scalping, but we're going to see. I reported a couple months ago that Sony's overall revenue from scalpers was only like 11% on PS5, only 11%. But just imagine if we can cut that down to like 3%.
Exactly. And that's what we want to see as gamers. It's like, dude, I just want one in my house.
Damn, I could have turned this into a segment for Crossroads. Damn.
We can talk about it
still
again.
Can.
We'll do this entire segment at Crossroads, dude.
Let's do it, man.
You still can. There's no rule saying you can't. It does end up on your channel. It's not like,
I get passionate talking about tech sometimes. I do.
Oh, same. We can talk about 3080 Ti and everything eventually here too, buddy.
God.
Oh,
Nerds.
God, come on. No, please don't. I'm still rocking a 2080 Super, and I had to
beg my 2080.
Nerds.
I had to beg my roommate for his when he got his 3090.
He got a 3090.
He got a 3090. He paid the overhead for it, but he got a 3090.
Damn.
My Switch vibrates real loud because it's a launch Switch, and it just...
It's like, yeah, I got one of these.
No, I went on the eShop yesterday to look at the sales, and all of a sudden, like, my fan started, like, rattling my Switch real loud, and then the HD rumble started going off, like, just out of nowhere, and I was searching the store. I'm like, man, I hope that Switch Pro gets announced real soon, because this thing is about to blow up.
Oh, no.
But Nick, you got any more predictions?
Yeah, I got two more. I'll make one of them quick, and then the other one I think is going to be a good topic.
Cool.
Rainbow Six Siege. This is a quick one. I think we'll get a big update, whether it be DLSS, HDR. I think HDR is in it, but DLSS, ray tracing, all that stuff. I think they might dive into that a little bit, and that might be more geared towards the PC gaming show when they talk about Rainbow Six. Maybe a new map, maybe some new characters, maybe a new event. So I think that'll be talked about a little bit. So that's Rainbow Six.
I'm gonna one up you on that. I think that's actually going to be a main focus of Ubisoft Forward.
You think so?
I think that takes a quarter of the time.
I feel like Ubisoft Forward is going to be the Rainbow Six show because they're not going to want to oversaturate us with Assassin's Creed. One of my 5 predictions is on here, and I'll save it for when it gets to my turn. But they're not gonna oversaturate us with another Assassin's Creed. They're not going to. They're probably still cooling their heels from games like Watch Dogs and stuff like that. So we probably want to see a lot of that. I think this is the year that Rainbow Six gets some recognition. Rainbow Six Siege for sure, and Rainbow Six Parasite.
Yeah, we still are waiting for Parasite. So
Yeah,
I think you guys are right on that. So maybe my prediction was actually should have been a bigger prediction.
yeah. I mean, that's.
No.
No,
Oh, sorry. My last one, I got tripped up. My last one is I think Gears of War, something new with the Gears of War franchise. Whether that be, an expansion to the last one, or a new Gears, or we finally get the tease of said movie that is supposedly was in production, was not in production, is in production, isn't in production, or is, what I mean? Like it's.
Isn't that why Dave Bautista turned down that one movie so he could play Marcus Phoenix in a pitched Gears movie?
That's what I thought.
Mm.
Mm. So I mean, something Gears of War I think is going to happen.
Don't pull my heartstrings, dude.
I'm hoping. I'm ready. I'm ready to cry again. When Dom died,
Dom!
I cried a little bit. Dom. So I'm hoping some cool Gears news drops. I'm hoping some cool Halo stuff drops. Starfield stuff. Like, I'm just hoping. Okay, it's not a prediction, but this is rather a hope. I'm hoping they have learned from the beginning of the pandemic, because right when the pandemic hit last year is when they were gearing up for E3. Somewhat. I mean, they were getting ready to get the shows planned. I mean,
Right.
It's planned far out, but it's a lot of extra stuff they need to do before. So I'm really thinking this year in the pandemic together, and as developers and anybody in the games industry, they've had a year to prepare for this. So now they know how to operate through E3 in an at-home setting, in a pandemic setting. So I'm really hoping this E3, despite it being still within a pandemic confine, I'm hoping they learned and they've been able to say, listen, we want you guys to have the same E3 experience you guys have had since before this. So let's get through this hurdle this year from last year's hurdle, because last year was kind of rough. It wasn't bad, but it was rough, and we can't blame them for that. I saw people doing it, and I was like, not cool. Like, what could they have done?
Now, do you think that Xbox is going to do like a I know it's like an all digital event, but do you think they're going to go in a studio and actually do a thing, or do you think that they're going to do it from like Phil Spencer's terrible microphone setup? Sorry, Phil. I love Phil Spencer. I think he's great. But dude, get that man a microphone. Dude, this microphone is $100. You tell me Microsoft can't spend $100 on Phil Spencer to get him a microphone?
With how big I think their conference is going to be with them and Bethesda both, there is room for spectacle here. There is room for shock and awe. There is room for pyro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is room to like really blow people away, and Bethesda needs it too. So it wouldn't. I think they might rent out like a small little thing, like a studio, and just go crazy, which they should go crazy.
We need a Keanu Reeves moment.
No, because last time that happened, the game came out and it was shit.
Yeah,
but that moment was fantastic.
It was
you're fantastic.
You're fantastic.
We need that.
We do, and this community also needs something positive to happen, because in light of the and I'm sorry to take away from the main topic, but in light of the God of War delay, all those weird. We just bitched about it on the podcast on our Twitter page, but these weird, terrible people wishing terrible things to Alana Pierce and the entire Santa Monica team. It's like, we really need something big and positive to happen in gaming, and those people just need to go the hell away. I'm just done seeing this. Every time a game gets delayed, pushed back, or something, it's just it's titled gamers. It's insane.
I swear, like, I always soapbox about stuff like this. But here's my thing. Before you get all bent out of shape about a game being delayed or whatnot, why don't you develop a game yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
and set a timetable. It is June 6, 2021. Set your date for June 30th, 2023. And start developing and programming for me. And do me a favor. Make sure it is a quality product, because us gamers are going to slay you if it's shit.
If it's not perfect, you'll get slayed.
Exactly. So set yourself a date. Start developing and programming your game. Release it, please. and then see what happens. See if you can actually like work under the demands and the pressure of the people who are fronting you the money to make the game. And stuff like that. I want to see it.
Big ups to Corey though.
Before oh yeah.
No,
he stepped right out and said, "Listen, if you're gonna bitch at someone, bitch at me. I'm the one who pushed the game back. Any changes made to the game is my decision. Do not yell at my team. Do not talk to a lot," because they were wishing some terrible things on her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna say that CD Projekt Red deserved everything they got. But at the same time, like when they delayed Cyberpunk for 2 extra weeks, people were issuing death threats.
Right. So what do you do at that point? What do you do at that point? 2 extra
weeks, the
top guys are going, the game has to come out because we can't sustain like this, right?
Stick figure simulator. Hey, it better be out day and date, June 30th, 2023. There, Auditor 415.
Yeah, and it better be perfect.
I just want to say,
perfect spherical head.
Game Creator Garage for Switch comes out next week, so you
can make. Is it like game. Dreams, but for the Switch?
Yeah. Pretty much,
yeah.
Except it's like Nintendo-fied, but there's no.
There you go. And like Nintendo's just about to like release an initiate program for people to learn how to program games. Sony has already done it, stuff like that.
Microsoft technically already did it too with Project Spark, but it came out on Xbox One, so nobody got it.
Yeah, stop fucking bitching. Like, develop your own game. Like, let us, the gamers, like assess and judge your product, and then see how you feel about it. Well, when it's around, like, oh, your game was like a 1 out of a 10.
Right. Preach, baby. Keep preaching, please. So yeah, sorry I had to go off that tangent, but yeah,
it's cool. All right. Well, anybody else have any predictions, or did you guys not write them down? Are you winging it,
Logan?